between Mahmoud Al Hassanjo and Shanto. Tries to thread the needle there, but finds the fielder.
Straight to mid-wicket. Just have to be a bit careful, particularly against Zahir Khan. Partnership now 49 of 89. Steady as of now.
And that's a ball that has always tempted Najmul Hussain Shanto. Not for the first time, he's committed himself and is just not going far enough. Maybe on that occasion, give him the benefit of the doubt that he dragged the bat in. Did not really make an effort to play at the ball, but definite purchase by Zahir. Gives the ball some air, and every time he does that, it makes it easy for the batter to play that down the line and help himself to a boundary.
And that brings up the 50-run partnership. Just simple. That is class from Najmul Hussain Shanto. Touch. And 4.
I didn't try to hit it too hard, just a punch. Just in the slot there and wide of the fielder. He's striving, but he's not really getting it in the length he wants. It's pitching it further up, making it so very simple for Shanto to go down the line and get another boundary.
This is good batting. Good batting from Najmul Hussain Shanto. Taking advantage of the bowler erring in length. Pull. Just plays it straight. All he has to do is defeat the bowler. Goes past the bowler. Fantastic. Back-to-back boundaries.
Second wicket partnership worth 57.
Yes!
Oh, he's induced that inside part of the bat, gliding that, and that's good to see. Despite being hit away for 2 boundaries, it's really giving the ball some air, trying to get some more purchase of the track. On that occasion, not the most confident looking shot. It'll be a test of temperament, a test how you manage your bowling, how you come back after being hit away for boundaries. All this longer version is all about. Bringing in a forward short. Slip and a forward short end. So maybe expect that googly, the wrong one, to come along. Maybe get a bit of an extra bounce off the track. Get a bat pad to that forward short leg.
The delivery remaining. The slip is still persisted with. Making
could go either way. But that's even closer. Once again, really allowing the batter to pick his spot. Just amble the single to finish that over, and Bangladesh move on to 65 for 1. More relaxed Bangladesh team. There's a bit of breeze as Karim Janat comes back in for his third. Deviation down the leg side. Well, Najmul Hussain Shanto has been really moving forward. He's taken most of the deliveries. There you see this interception point. This is against seam. He's walking down the wicket. He's standing outside his crease for the short ball. He swivels round. The interception points are very, very interesting. He's been very positive. Look at it. Very far forward. And boundaries coming from a couple of them way down when he's walking into the shot. Very positive attitude. It's been one of the things that Bangladesh have been talking about. But the change in approach. That's a flowing shot. That's a beauty. for 4 runs.
This time from the bat of Mahmudul Hasan Joy, and brings some joy to the fans and to his face also. Waited for it, just nicely leaning onto it and timing it. Full follow through and flowing is perfect, as you just said.
Still the 2 slips in position, striving to just get the ball in that corridor of uncertainty. That's the channel he wants to. That's the channel he wants to tempt the batter to try and have a little bit of a poke, or even try to drive round the ground. Maybe get the ball to seam away. Settling down the track at the moment. Seen the green top. But we know that despite the humidity, it's not going to dry up very quickly. You can see the fan next to Chandika Hatrasinghe, the coach. Mahmudul Hasan also standing outside his crease. Jack back in ever so slightly, but reading the line very well and shouldering arms.
You've mentioned earlier, and Parvez Maroof doing the pitch report, the green top, yes, offering movement, some swing with the new ball. And I think having watched Nazmul Hussain Shanto's interception points, standing outside the crease, helped negate the swing and also made the bowlers think.
That often happens when you're not really succeeding with the line outside the line of the off stump. You try to bring the ball back in, but if you overcompensate as a bowler, the batter can use that angle very comfortably to flick it away on the onside and get a couple of runs. So Karim Jannat is being tested. He's gone for 6 in this over already, despite the fact that he went just for the single in his first 2. Try and ensure he bowls a decent last delivery. Mahmudul Hasan Joy now just picking up the runs. Oh, that's possibly going to be a wide. It is.
That's a rare one. This format, of course, and also from Karim Jannat. Yeah, pretty hot and humid here in Dhaka. Not easy on the ones in the field. Tough conditions.
Humidity of 74. Feels I was down there. Feels like a lot more. Very draining. A lot of rehydration needed. Oh, now he almost fell for that trap there. Evaded the bat. Ends the over, 72 for 1.
It's turning out to be a good partnership now. Nazmul Hussain Shanto has led the way right from the word go. He's picked up already 8 boundaries in this innings of 42 in just 54 deliveries. The pitch also just settling down. Width offer, and he crashes it. And there's a protection in the deep, so it'll just be a single. As I say, a very good morning to Fidai.
Thank you very much, Atar Bhai. It's been an excellent partnership. I would rather put it as that way, because first they have negated if there was any movement on the surface early on. Captain Hashmatullah Shahidi falling for it, thinking that there will be a lot of purchase on this wicket. They have not, I think, been able to capitalize, because look at this. Bangladesh has been scoring at 4.21 runs per over. That tells you about the positive mindset that you were earlier referring to, that they are coming out and playing now. Plus, Afghanistan has leaked a lot of runs. They haven't bowled at the right areas. And that tells you, even the Ahmad Shah Abdali first-class cricket that Afghanistan has played back home, that was all the way in October. It tells you that they are kind of little rusty so far as the game progresses on. They need to pitch the ball in the right area, and they need to do it consistently.
Not easy. Big shot is coming.
Yeah, you really don't want to be too harsh, because they've only played 6 test matches before the 7th one. This is this test match. And I did hear that you earlier. Shouts of catch it. It was a top edge. It's just gone. Just beyond the reach of that fielder. He'll pick up a boundary. An opportunity, not close enough.
And I was actually about to say that this partnership so far has been very much seamless. They haven't created any opportunities, bearing this one, which went high in the air. And Yamin Ahmadzai was almost in the play, could have been one of the great catches of this match. So as you're saying, Bangladesh also does not have to get so much in the comfort zone. End of the over, 78 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Well, that's the Afghanistan test record. They started way back in 2018, losing that by a big margin. That was against India. Came back strongly in the second test match they played. That was against Ireland, winning by 7 wickets, and then repeated the same result, winning by 224 runs against Bangladesh at Chattogram. Since then, they've lost 2. One to West Indies, the other to Zimbabwe. Not only me, it's the viewers watching this telecast will also be thinking about what's the infrastructure back in Afghanistan. Does it start at age group level? I'm sure there is, so you can shed some light on that. Is there any school cricket, college, universities? You mentioned about first-class cricket started in 2016. So what's it like back in Afghanistan?
I will start it from the very school stages. Recently now in Afghanistan, they are looking at the school level tournaments, where from you can nourish the talent, and then from there they can find their way into the under 19. They had a camp for 2 years for the under 19 emerging players, putting it as the under 21, playing the first class cricket, the grade 2 and grade 1. Was that a chance dropped?
I think I just fell short of that fielder in the gully. but it just raises a bit of hope for Afghanistan. In the previous over, we saw one just going beyond the reach of the fielder. Again, chasing a wide delivery, same batter, just falling short.
Yeah, so coming back to the first class cricket, grade 2, grade 1 cricket, and also school level cricket in Afghanistan, there has been more investment done now in Afghanistan on cricket, nurturing the young talent, preparing the A team, developing tours, playing the one-day games. Green Afghanistan, for instance, recently concluded. Oh, another one in the air, living dangerously. That was the top edge, went all the way for the boundary. Score's been coming through for Bangladesh.
Yeah, was eyeing to play towards the onside, the flick towards mid-wicket. He gets a leading edge. He's lucky, Nazmul Shanto, that's gone on top of the cover fielder. So he's asking questions in this over. One fell short of the gully fielder, the previous shot of the bat of Nazmul Shanto. Again, aerial. So you need a little bit of luck, not going in favor of Afghanistan, but certainly going in favor of Bangladesh. A bit sloppy. It is also very important, Fidai, for Afghanistan to realize to compete in this level, tests arena. You got to hone your skill back home in Afghanistan playing domestic competition. What are the pitches like back home?
You can score a lot of runs on him. The boundaries are a lot smaller. And then it's more often than not flat pitches in Afghanistan. Even from there is purchase from the spinners, which you can see that Afghanistan has been producing. End of the over, Bangladesh 84 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, you're really lovely to see the people have come in to watch the first day of this test match. I see a lot of youngsters from school allowed to get in to see their favorite stars. Right. You mentioned about flat pitches back home. That needs to change, Fidai, to be very, very honest, because we used to have flat pitches. Not anymore. On 48, Shanto. That's a long hop. He misses out, but still manages to pick up a boundary. And he'll pick up a 50 also. I thought he might have just hit it straight down at a deep mid wicket. There's no one at that position at deep square leg. It's a very good 50 from Nazmul Hussain Shanto, and it's a quick one. He's just taken 58 deliveries with 10th boundary.
He's come with intent, absolutely. He's come with intent and he's played really good cricket shots.
Easy.
And he's been consistently
Boys, quick change.
going after the bowlers. And at the same time, the bowlers have not yet been able to find the line in length. So a very good inning this from Najmul Hussain Shanto, coming in only 59 balls, scoring 53 runs. This is another boundary in the over. Another batsman this time.
Lovely, lovely shot, lovely wrist work from Mahmudullah Sanjoy, have a look at those wrists. It is a full toss, but you still have to put it away. Good piece of timing. Yeah, they've been presented with too many loose deliveries. And it's taking its toll. Already 2 boundaries in this over. Nazmul Hossain Shanto picking up his 4th Test match 50. He has a couple of Test match hundreds. Well bowled. I mean, that's the line, that's the area that he needs to concentrate on a consistent basis to apply some kind of pressure. The partnership looking dangerous. 87 of 117 now.
It's looking dangerous and it's looking aggressive. They've scored 39 runs in the last 30 balls. That's more like a one-day cricket that they were playing than the Test match. And that has to be courtesy to the bad line and length that the Afghanistan bowlers have bowled. Once again onto his pads and running down to the boundary. So the 3rd boundary in the over for Afghanistan, conceding 1 too many runs.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a poor over. Zaire Khan, we saw him earlier clipping one off his leg. This time it's a half volley and a lovely piece of timing. He's not going to miss out. Mahmudullah Sanjoy moving on to the 30s. He worked hard. 5 boundaries in an innings of 31 of 61 deliveries. He's got a good start here and he needs to cash in now. Extra protection in that particular direction at deep mid wicket, because they've conceded not 1 but 2 boundaries in that direction. 13 already in this over. 97 for 1.
Come boys, come boys. Center stump. Middle. Yeah, middle stump. Off stump? Off stump. Shata. Front ball, left arm over. Nasara, na pa single au na shata. Shata ka pura. Shabash.
Amir Hamza starts and again Alusna. What a lovely piece of timing. He's having a great time with the bat. Make no mistake, Nazmul Hossain Shanto is not going to miss out on any opportunity. His eye lit up when he sees that full toss being offered. Easy pickings. And the 100 is on the board.
Absolutely. With the confidence that he's played, he's carried along Mahmudul Hassan with him as well.
Come on, hit me.
So that's been a very good cricket from Bangladesh.
Yes, hit me. Bowling Hamza.
It is so very important. I know they don't have the presence of Rashid Khan,
Shabash.
but it's important for the skipper and the senior cricketers around him to go and have a little bit of chat with the bowlers.
Catch
It helps. It definitely helps. Pat on the back. Okay, keep going on. Keep bowling those lengths. Let's see how many dot deliveries you can bowl in an over. Instead of trying to pick up a wicket, let's create a little bit more pressure, because you're looking to pick up wickets, but you're not landing the ball in the area that you want to. You're conceding too many boundaries. It just lets the pressure go off. Better, much better. After the first ball, which was put away for a boundary, he's come back nicely here.
Come boys. Number two, come on.
Partnership steadily building towards 195 runs of a partnership. Bangladesh will be very happy with this performance.
Ayo.
And I mean, they have managed to pick up boundaries. This partnership, they have picked up 16 boundaries, 16 fours. But what is also important for them, have a look at the number of the singles. 20 singles. So this is not exactly what Afghanistan would have hoped for. At least don't let the batters cross over for an easy single. The pressure has to come from somewhere. They're conceding boundaries. They're letting the batters to cross over. 102 for 1.
10 more minutes and then lunch. Lunch in 10. If you eat chili food in this weather, Delta. Hash bowling, Hashy. Center, please. Right up? Say bowling kay. Come boys. Hey yo, Hash, good
Extra
start.
fielder in for Hashmatullah Shahidi.
Come on boys, come on.
You see the skipper coming into the attack. There was a slip in place at the fielder at Silly on the offside. Just a touch short. Oohs and ahs. But he cuts it and cuts it well. He'll come back for the second.
Come boys.
The game only improves the more you do the practice, and Afghanistan has been having a busy schedule of the domestic cricket for the year 2023. I saw it on the media outlet of the domestic director of Afghanistan's cricket board, Nazim Jar Abdul Rahim Zai, who's put a very busy schedule. Wazir Akbar Khan, Provincial Grade 2, and then Provincial Grade 1. Wazir Akbar Khan looking forward to playing that T20 league Afghanistan has, Shpagiza Cricket League, the regional list A, Najibullah Tarakai regional for the PWDs in Afghanistan, looking at the other aspect of the game, Mirwais Nika regional 3-day, and then the 4-day Ahmad Shah Abdali. So there's been a lot of cricket and so much happening in Afghanistan.
Yeah, with that single, the 100 partnership comes in. It has been a very good one. Losing Zakir Hassan early on at the score of 6. Since then, they've had it 100, exactly 100. There'll be a bit of a handshake between Shanto and Joy. It's a wonderful, wonderful partnership. That's the future of Bangladesh cricket. These are two youngsters who are making a fine statement in the middle.
Easy.
He's been in terrific touch, especially in white ball format. Nazmul Hussain Shanto started well in the last T20 World Cup, which was staged in Australia. And he hasn't looked back since then.
Yes, Hash.
So the captain introducing himself for a change, thinking to break this partnership, conceding 5 runs. Bangladesh at 107 for the loss of only wicket.
Come on, boys. सही है
We spoke about the infrastructure back home. Were you a little bit surprised when you saw Hashmatullah Shahidi deciding to bowl first after winning the toss?
I think, yeah, I was very much surprised with that because you know that not
easy
often the captain winning the toss will want to put themselves in this kind of situation. The pitch was a little tricky, there was green surface on it, and that might have just given him a thought that they could be purchased in the early overs
Hey,
and that they could take wickets and put pressure on Bangladesh. But the losing of toss has been a blessing in disguise for Bangladesh because they too wanted to do the same that Atmatullah Shahidi wanted, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to come back on. Lichin Kumar Das mentioned that he would have bowled first also. So I think it's a case of not using the conditions in your favor, looking at the surface, deciding to bowl first, but not pitching it to the right areas. That has been the problem. So you've got only yourself to blame. Getting into a situation where you wanted to go and bowl first, you win the toss, take the right decision, and then not delivering the goods with the ball. Short put away. That's a poor delivery. Gets the treatment. Another boundary.
It's been the highlights of the day as far the bowling of Afghanistan is concerned, and you can see the concerned face of the Afghanistan captain. They have not been bowling in the right areas with an offer. All he had to do was to put the bat to it and placing it beautifully. For the kind of form that these two batters are in, they will not miss on that. And then I ask you, how often has it happened that the skipper will win the toss and he'll want to put the opposition to bat in the Asian conditions?
dash
Yeah, in the last 5 test matches in subcontinent, only twice.
stand by just check
The skipper deciding to bowl first. 112 for 1. Well, that's not yet over because he has to bowl one.